What's up everybody, it's Double O Gaming here with another great video. Today we'll be doing some Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on Grizzly Park. I mean, wow, it's gonna be great today. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll be working on the train station today, a new project, of course like every other. And then we'll also be doing the bathrooms. Can't wait to get into it, can't wait for you guys to watch. I do want to make sure though that you guys know to comment, because if you comment, well, we'll be able to use it and you'll be able to be liked for it. Now, let's get into the main thing. This is a little faster than we usually do it. I'm just starting up with the pathway. I kind of wanted this to be a little wider than usual, just to make the full train station to get the whole immersion. Then I went for the 3x3 to start making the raised part of the train station. That's just kind of how we do it. So, yeah, just watching that rise a little more. Then I'm doing the area for you to be waiting for your train. Last, but not least, I then do the little slope for you to get up to the platform. All this only takes only about an hour, but you guys will only see about 6 minutes of it. So now what we're doing is we're making this all look neat, because you're not really going to see half a mountain missing when you go to look at that one. We want this to look not natural, but still realistic, like I'm trying to do this whole series. We do run across a problem a few times in this, and you'll be seeing a few of them about right now. First of all, that one right there, yeah, we weren't actually going to be doing that. Another one's right here. As you can see, there's one on that side and then two on that one. It just doesn't work out. And then we try to scrap that, and then we realize it gets worse. Because now, yeah, so we end up skipping ahead a little bit on that. And then afterwards, we're just working a little more onto it. We start getting the train down, so then the train's ready and working now. We go for, at first we went for a green color, but when you look at it, it looks really bad, so we decided to go with more of a blue, which hopefully you'll be seeing soon. Not yet though, I don't think. Right now, we went for a simple little pathway, because I didn't want to do anything really fancy. But then, coming up here, we decided to keep that one area flat, and it just looks beautiful at the end. I can't wait for you guys to see. So, right now we're just looking at this. We noticed that was bad, so yeah, we switched it back to blue. Now we're going to start doing the building. Right here is another problem. Yeah, we weren't going to actually do that in the final. It just doesn't look right, which is why I'm going to go and erase that about right now. So going through this is just going to be a normal, flat-looking building. We might add on to it later if it becomes like too much of a problem for us to handle. But mainly all we're doing right now is just building through it, and now we're putting a lot more of the fencing around to do the outside. The outside doesn't actually take very long at all. So yeah, we just built up like that, as you can see, and then just added more and more to it. The reason why is it's going to do a platform overhead, and it'll look just beautiful like always. Now we're getting into the, well, I tried to do that kind of roofing, but as you can see, yeah, it just didn't work, so I decided not to go with that. I just went with the simple, one-third slab, I think it's called. And yeah, we just went all around it, and try to fix that all up. We also try to clean up a little more on, some of the other sides. Afterwards, I put in the, porch-like style on each of these to try to clean it up and make it look even better every single time. So we're going through that quite a few times, actually. Because now we're over in this area, we're had to drop it down one, and then make that huge thing right there. Again, to me, I think it looks really nice. We decided to build up on that. It just didn't work, though, at the time. So then we did a design like that, which I'll end up throwing out later. But the roofing design, I really liked. I thought it was pretty cool. We start doing the patterns of the trees, just to keep it more realistic. On the other side, it wasn't as realistic. It looked more like we planted it, which is kind of what I wanted to go with. Then we used the small pinewood trees, so then you still get the beautiful view while you're waiting. That's mainly what we wanted to do. We did that huge flower bed because of the style. It just looks lovely, and I loved it. Now we're moving on to the bathrooms. The bathrooms were a little bit of a challenge at first. I wanted to do a curved piece, and it wouldn't allow me, so I worked my way around that. As you can see, like, yeah, we're building all that up. We tried to do the curved piece right about here. It doesn't work. So we instead, we just go with the curved round piece. And we're going to probably put some flowers over there just to clean it up a little better. So, yeah, as you can see, that wasn't working either. So we kind of went for this as the bathroom. I was going to throw out the piece on the side that you can just barely see before it moves around even quicker. I decided to keep that, though, for the reason of, like, it looks better like that. I decided to then clean up the bathrooms. I do the same thing on the other side, and it doesn't really take that long, but I do end up adding that one piece to the side again, because it makes it look better, at least in my eyes. And yeah, that's about all for the bathroom. Yeah, it was one of those side projects. I wanted to get that out of the way, so then I was able to have enough time to finish up this video for today. I didn't want to make this a separate video. So we'll be going back to the train station now, working on a little more. We're going on the back part to work on the 2 bridges. The bridges, I decided not to put too much design work into it, but I mean, like, I just don't want it to feel like you're in a park and not at some dingy-looking thing at Disney World. Thank God Disney World does not work like that, so, yeah. So yeah, we're just doing the layout of the platform for this whole thing, and we ended up doing it wrong. And instead of making you guys watch all of this, because we do it wrong a few times, yeah, we end up skipping it. And we actually had enough time to make the back platform for it, and we're cleaning that up right there. Just adding our little parts to there, cleaning every last bit of it up, so that's all for you guys, and that's all we wanted to do. We got all that part done. We decided to just leave it in this one area. There wasn't a lot we could do, and there was not really any time to do, so we just left it like there for design features. Afterwards, we're going to clean up the slope that we use for this, and making the other side neater than usual. So once that's done, we get all that beautifulness into our ride. We're now going to add on to the train thing. But if you think that's what we're going to be using for the bridge, then you're dead wrong. We're actually going to be making our own custom bridge, like I said before. We're going to be using the porch things that we did for the train station, and then adding, yeah, a few of those on there, the railings. We're going to do the same thing on the other side to keep it symmetric, and then that's what you'll be walking past, watching the train as it goes by. So yeah, that's like the cleanup to all of that. Afterwards, we just, we do this a few times. We decided to just keep it normal, keep it just like that, because it just looks better. Now we're doing the rock thing to it. This is, near the last thing that we do. We use that because it makes it feel more realistic and it makes it better. You know, like in real life, how there's a lot of gravel near it. That's what we kind of did there. But now let's get to the live portion. Alright, we are back. We got everything set up. We're just going to be looking around. The bathrooms I really like. They just look beautiful and all. And you guys can kind of see that that's what I use to record. The same thing on the other side. It immerses me about how great it looks. I really love it. I don't mean to compliment my own design, but like I think it's really great. I really don't like that piece down there, so I'm probably just gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I'll end up getting rid of that about now. Like I said though, it just looks beautiful here, the design work on it. And then the gravel on the bridge, or the gravel around the bridge and the bridge itself, even though it looks so generic, it looks perfect. I'll be adding fence railings onto the back of that, but, I mean, it still looks good for where it is right now. This part right here is the part that just I love the most. It's so great. And the way that the railings go over the wood just makes a beautiful touch. Now we're going to be going into all the shops, and sadly, as no one left their comment, I didn't really have anyone to shout out today, but we will be going through and naming them. I wanted to call this one Pine Juice. I know, it's funny to me. I thought it was quite funny. So yeah, we're just typing that one in, and it ends up saying line. I typed in pine, so yeah. And Pine Juice. Alright. Pretty good though. The next one I decided to do was Crocobear Slurps. Yes, Crocobear Slurpee was it. So Crocobear is like supposed to be the mythological creature of a crocodile mixed with a bear. It's not real. I just made it up. In case you were wondering, there's no such thing as a Crocobear. Huh. So this is Crocobear. Yep. And then it just does that, of course. It goes Croc-Bear. So we'll be fixing that off screen. Now, yeah, we ended up at first trying to do Slurps. And then we tried to do Slurpees, and it just wasn't working. Because then when we tried to put it all together, it just didn't look that nice. Because see, now it doesn't work, so we tried doing Slurpee and it works. The next one that we're doing is, is the milkshake one. I just wanted to call it Shooting Star because, I mean, when you're in the wilderness and, you know, you see the stars coming by, it's like a beautiful shooting star. I thought it would mix very well. At least it did in my eyes. So, yeah, we'll be typing that one in. I honestly could have speeded this up, but, I mean, hey, this gives me a chance to take a break. This gives you time to laugh at all these. This one I kind of just, like, thought of the first thing off of my head, and it just came into, like, something you'd hear in the 60s. So, instead, this one's just called Woody's Tea. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud. You get it? Because it's wood. Ha. 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 So, I don't know what's taking us so long, so yeah, we're just typing in Woody's Tea. Woody's Tea. Woody's Tea. So yeah, after that we'll be going, and we're actually not going to be doing any of the stalls today. We're just going to be focusing on the drinks. This one, at first, at first I had one idea for it, but I just didn't like it, and then I got the best one for it. So I was really thinking hard for this one, and then I ended up coming up with woodland drinks, and it was like, no, it doesn't work. So instead, I just decided to go with mountain drinks. Hopefully you caught on to that quickly. I really don't want to explain that. Now, well, yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna have to type this one up real quick. And, yep. And then our next one would be, at first I was thinking, like, brown cafe. It's like black cafe. No. I decided to go with Grizzly Cafe. It's a really creative name, and it really matches with what our park is, you know, Grizzly Park. So yeah, I'm gonna then be typing in Grizzly Cafe. This honestly takes a long time. I wouldn't lie to you. It takes a very, very long time. So, just wait for that to be done. Yep, we decided to go with Grizzly Cafe, and I didn't know if I wanted to, like, put in coffee, so I just decided to leave it. Our next one, I really didn't have a name for this one, so I literally just called it, like, honestly, I don't know what I called it, I forgot. I guess I'll be seeing what it's called, maybe if I got a little hint of it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a name for it, though, because it's like, I really didn't have a creative name for it. It was just like, yeah. We ended up going with Slurps Up, though. It's a really bad name, alright? I won't lie. It's a horrid name. But it's all we had. That's why if you guys want to leave a comment, and then we'll have a better name, or one that you guys would like. So I ended up going for this one. It was Lemon Paws. I thought it was like a cute name for it, and it's like good for the kids, you know, just safe for them. So that's why we went with that. It's just gonna take a little bit of time before I type any of this in. So yeah, let's type that in. It's Lemon Paws, and yeah, that's about it. We didn't want to, we wouldn't be able to do any of the foods because it'd probably just take too long. You can just leave it there like, nah, it's going to dig into the time. And I really didn't want to do anything faster. So, with that done, what are you doing? Yeah, that's quite funny what he was doing. But anyways, with that done, I'd say this is the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. This is the end of Grizzly Park. So, like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.